All right. I know you've heard both sides of the story. I've heard both sides of the story between AJ and Dubois sparring session. I forget all the names involved, but I've heard on one side Dubois had AJ's legs wobbly. I've heard that didn't happen, and both parties says they were there. So it almost makes you feel like it just whoever that person likes, they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, he got the better of him." But the one guy, and I forget his name, I think he works for Sky Sports. He was there, and he seems credible. He doesn't seem like he has any favorites. He made it sound like Joshua got the better of Dubois. Like Dubois, I think, was trying to get out the ring or something like that, or didn't want no more parts of it. But then there was an interview Daniel Dubois did around 6 years ago, and I just watched it, where the interviewer said, that supposedly Daniel Dubois dropped Anthony Joshua in sparring. And Daniel Dubois said, I'm not going to deny that. He's saying that it happened. That's really strange to me that he would say that, because on the face off that I'm sure we've all seen by now, when Anthony Joshua asked Daniel Dubois about the sparring session, he said, apparently you took my lights out. Daniel Dubois didn't want to talk about it. That's very odd to me. Why would you say that you dropped a guy when he's not around? Then when he's in your face, you don't want to talk about it. Sparring, and all of a sudden it's not important. But when the interviewer asked you about it, you made it seem like you did. So I just find that very odd, because if I get the better of someone and I've already done an interview about it, and even AJ's heard it, why not just talk about it? The guy's right there in your face. We'd love to hear his side of the story. So that was very odd to me. Very odd. It'll be good to just see this fight under the lights, in the crowd, so we can see what happens then. Because we're going to keep hearing both sides. We're going to hear AJ roughed up Dubois. We're going to hear Dubois roughed up AJ. It's going to be good just to get this, I don't say over with, because I'm looking forward to it, but it'll be good to just have this question answered once and for all. Then it won't even matter what happened in sparring, because I just really find it hard to believe that AJ would bring up a topic if he got manhandled and roughed up. I know if I get my lights handed or head handed to me, I'm not going to be like, hey, so what happened in sparring? Oh, you beat me down? All right, yeah, I remember that. Why would I bring that up? That was Daniel's opportunity to go into depth about what really happened between he and AJ. AJ said they shared the ring multiple times. Like, it was a common thing for them to spar. I'm sure there were days where Dubois got the better of AJ. I'm sure there were days where AJ got the better of Dubois. But it sounds like that knockdown or knockout, it sounds like that's a little bit iffy. AJ himself said he caught him with that Daniel Dubois caught him with a good shot. He didn't say anything about getting dropped. I think he denied it, matter of fact. But they used to say what happens in sparring stays in the sparring gym. But nowadays, with cell phone cameras, people talk, footage gets leaked. Like Devin Haney versus Tank Davis, that got leaked. So nowadays, it's different rules. People talk. People want to put it first on social media. So nowadays, people talk. So if you're going to talk, just be honest about it. No need to make things up. And Daniel was dancing around that question, though, from AJ. For you to say, basically, you don't want to talk about sparring. To me, that's saying that stuff didn't happen. It's just saying it didn't happen flat out, because, like I said, if I got the better of you in sparring and we're going to talk about it anyway, I'm going to point it out. Remember how Hergovich pointed it out to Dubois? Now, granted, he lost the fight, so maybe that's Dubois thinking, like, I'm not going to talk about me beating you in sparring and then I go in there and lose like Hergovich did. I don't think Daniel thought that far ahead, though. I don't think he thinks like that. So, personally, like I said, if I got the better of you of sparring, especially if you bring it up, If you're gonna bring up our sparring session like you did something and I know you didn't, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we sparred. I dropped you, had your legs looking like ramen noodles. I'm gonna bring all that up. I'm not gonna be like, well, that's sparring. It doesn't matter. Let's just talk about the fight. So yeah, that looks kind of shady to me. Looks kind of slim shady. The people that were there knows what happened. Now I'm sure all the perspectives we're getting, these people that witnessed the sparring, I'm sure they were there different days. They probably weren't there all to witness the same event, but word circulates around the camp what happened. People talk, people whisper. So, you know, if it really happened, do you think AJ would have brought it up? Do you really think that's plausible? You think that would happen? I don't. And I'm not getting endorsed by Team AJ. I just don't believe it happened. I don't believe it happened. AJ and Dubois knows what happened, and the people there knows what happened, and we're gonna know what happened if we get to see that fight September 21st. I'm sure there'll be a press conference next week. I'm sure there'll be more interviews, and of course we'll get the weigh-in, see what these guys weigh in at. I'm sure there'll be some good exchanges at the press conference. But anyway, that's my take. Let's get this fight popping. Let's get it going. It's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Comment, share, subscribe. LSR forever. If you wish to donate to the platform, the Cash App is $JROOS33. Like I said, LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.